Hello, hi guys, and yeah, welcome. I'm for those that don't know me, I'm International Master Jovanka Houska from England, and I haven't streamed in a long time, so please go a little bit easy on me. But I just have to say, wow, that was such an exciting event, and I'm going to keep an eye on chat. Hello to everyone, and yeah, I was just taken away by the whole drama of the action there, and to see Kasparov back in action. And gosh, was it just me that was just heartbroken for him? You know, I really, really want him to do well. Every time he plays, I always feel like he's going to bring some magic to the game. So it was a little bit sad to see him struggling so much, and to see him go through all the kind of human emotions that I certainly go through when I'm playing over the board, fast chess, like stressing in time travel. And yeah, but I was so impressed by Maxime Vachier-Lagrave and Nepo. Yeah, everyone else is heartbroken as well. For we really, really want to do him to do well. And there you can actually see the current standings. And Jan Nepomniachtchi, my God, he is on fire. He's playing so well. I do think that Magnus will look at this tournament and be worried for the World Championship match. And Maxime Vachier-Lagrave, so tricky. I'm just so impressed the way he spots the tactics instantly, and he manages just to create wildness and chaos from all those moments. And yeah, absolutely loved watching tournaments. And a part of me, am I the only one who enjoys watching the top players panic a little bit, because they seem so calm and collected when they're playing online chess, you know, when they have seconds left on the clock and they're just like, yeah, I'll kind of calmly make a move. Yeah. And Anand, of course, as you can see, Anand did really, really well. I mean, I'm just totally impressed by him. He's in his 50s and hasn't played chess for 16 months, and he's training a lot of the young Indian juniors, and look at how sharp he is. Totally agree with that. Yeah. I agree with you, Universal Chess Live, pre-move confidence. I don't have that kind of confidence, so I love it when the players are a little bit more human, and kind of show you one moment that I really, really liked. And I was really very impressed by the calmness of actually Jan-Christoph Duda when he was playing in the game 5 against Shakhriyar Mamedyarov. And I'm just going to quickly show you, yeah, this moment. And so calmly, Duda just plays rook e1, and it was like he wasn't even playing with seconds on the clock. It looked like he had all the time in the world, and Shakhriyar was getting flustered. He'd lost the momentum and the thread of things. And I really, really like this move because it's quite devious, because it sets up something. Actually, some of you might know that I kind of been doing checkmates. The last of 2020, I spent like 7 months studying checkmates, finding all these cool checkmates. And when I saw this, I was like, oh, it's the lawnmower mate. And yeah, he set it up all so nicely. And the king comes to b8, and now rook to g7, attacking the knight. And I remember here, Yasser was like, knight takes pawn. But okay, you know, it's really difficult to concentrate when you don't have too much time on the clock. And so he ended up playing bishop takes pawn, which isn't the best move. And after knight takes, look at this cool move, rook e4, just cutting off the mobility of the knight. And Shakhriyar just, the hand moved, and the hand played rook takes pawn. And now after rook to e8, you have the lawnmower mates. And I love the name of these checkmates. Now, yeah, I have, I'm just going to take some time out. Yeah, I know. It was insane, wasn't it, to trap the knight? And I don't know if you guys saw it live, but Duda was just like sitting there and just like calmly moving the pieces. I was, wow, so impressed, because like, I can actually tell you when I'm playing chess, my body language is like this. I'm like tense on the board. I'm like so focused, scanning the board for every single possibility, and desperately sometimes going, please don't go wrong, don't make a mistake. Does anyone else do that? Ladder mate, yeah. Yeah, I'm impressed. There's also quick thinkers, and also like you said, DZ89, some great games in Zagreb. I've been watching all day. I've just been glued to the screen. And yeah, so when it came to doing Checkmate, I got to tell you the story about how I came to do Checkmates. So I was approached last year just after lockdown started, and my calendar was just like wiped clean. I had all these tournaments lined up. I was going to play Jersey. I was going to play the European Women's Championship. I was going to do everything. And I was going to actually I was trying to break like 2450. I know my rating's really low at the minute, but I was trying to break 2450. I got myself a coach and I was working really hard. And then suddenly nothing. And I got approached by Kasparovchess, and they were like, well, would you like to do a video course? And I was like, yeah, just tell me what you want me to do and I'll do it. And then they kind of gave me some options, and I was like, and then I saw the options, and they were mentioning Checkmates, and I was like, yeah, please give me Checkmates, please give me Checkmates, it's going to be so cool. And they did. And thank you. But it was actually quite a tough job. I have to show you my sheet. Maybe I have to show you my worksheet. This is my worksheet that I did for my Checkmates. And there's so many mates that I'd never even heard of. And you can even see that I got frustrated, and I was like, I can do it. I can finish this. And I think overall the course took me 7 months or so to complete. And one of these, I actually never knew that this Checkmate was called the Lawnmower Mate. Yeah, I can see the Dovetail Mate. Had never heard of it until I had done this course. So let's have a check out, actually, because I promised that. Yeah, and we've got the Arabian Mate. The Arabian Mate is actually the oldest Checkmate there is. It was in the time when chess was called, an older version of chess was called chaturanga. So they think it's from the 7th century. It's quite a cool mate. And hello to Female Nurse. And yeah, so yeah, big hello to everyone who comes in, and the Boden's Mate. That's a cool one too. That's like the crisscrossing of the bishops. But let's check out my course and some puzzles on Kasparovchess. So let's have a look. And the Smothered Mate, that's my favorite one. And here you can see it. And there you can see the top ones, the introductions, is when I went to Paris in August. It was like 40 degrees in Paris, and everyone was wearing masks, and this was quite a kind of, I'd never been in a studio that was my first time ever, when it was just me in a studio with all these kind of impressive lights, and I was quite like overwhelmed by the whole scenario, but it was so impressive, it was so lovely at the same time, and it was so good. To let you in on a secret, but it was so good to actually touch the board. I almost cried with emotion. I'm live. This is me. This is me talking. It is not pre-recording. I'm here in my house in Bergen. So let's do some checkmates. And bye-bye, Anit. And let's have a look at the Lawnmower Mate. And I've heard a rumor actually that chat is quite strong. So I shouldn't start with beginner. I should start with tournament. So yeah, that's true. Eric asked that Anastasia is also notable for the first appearance in a book. It was by a novelist. And yeah, hi to Web Guy and Ralph Wiggum. As a Simpsons fan, I like your name. Okay, so I promised to do puzzles, so we're going to do some puzzles. What level do you guys want it? Hi, Dakshin DK. So do you want tournament, or should we start easy? Should we build our way up? We need master level to test chat stockfish depth. Okay, so 1100, so 3,000. Some of these, okay, so shall we warm up? So shall we warm up with, okay, so they go up in two, so tournament, club. Shall we warm up with club? And let's do some lawnmower. Okay, let's do a lawnmower. And I'm going to scroll down. Now I'm wearing a very colorful top because I was in Reykjavik, and all Norwegians wear that when it's cold outside. So have I missed the lawnmower? Clearly I have. Here I am. And let's do the exercises. And let's work our way for puzzle 1. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys a chance to solve it, and maybe we can read out White neglects to check all responses before capturing his opponent's rook. Can you spot the issue with his chosen move? Okay. So black to play. So it does look like it's that's the first move that kind of springs to mind as well. And so I'm going to give everyone a chance to type in, and then we're going to play the move. So everyone is going queen takes pawn. Yeah, that's a great move. Okay. And now we've got to follow up. Queen h3. Yep. So we want to catch the king in the headlights. So we want to get the king at the edge of the board, and then we want to just control the 2 lines that it can escape to. So the second move, yep, Sven xd. Let's play it. So queen to g3, rook to, oh sorry, I didn't give you guys a chance to solve it. Oh, I'm so sorry. My apologies. I get a bit enthusiastic. I get a bit carried away when I see okay, right. And now yeah, rook takes h6. And okay, let's throw more pieces in. So okay, and then so shall we try a tournament level? That's very flattering as 0. Thank you. Oh yeah, I know, it gave us all our pieces. So it was pretty easy for you guys. So let's go out of this, and let's go Jovanka, and let's go tournament. And okay, I'll let you guys choose. So I chose Lawnmower Mate, and you have a choice between Anastasia, Anderson's. We can do the weird ones. So which one do we want? Escalator Mate is kind of a strange one. It's a bit unusual. We also have Killbox. I remember Killbox was really weird. It was like an action film. Arabian, Dovetail. So we have Dovetail, Damiano's, Double Knight. So it took me actually, Deezy, it took me 7 months to record this. Damianos are delightful. No, I haven't heard about Wiper Mate. Is that good? Greco. Okay. Yeah. I love well, after I started studying checkmates, I really got into them. I really got into the kind of like, you know, just the names of them, the history of them. And yeah. Okay, so lots of people suggesting, I think I saw lots of people saying Damiano. So let's go Damiano checkmate. So Damiano checkmate is when the pawn is on g6 and the queen is going to give checkmate on h7. So you can kind of flip that to the b7 square, sorry, pawn on b6 and the queen on a7. And actually, the guy is really old. Is there a Scholar's Mate? It is. There is in the introduction. I'll let you. Yeah. So there is in the introduction Scholar's Mate and Fool's Mate. When I learnt chess, that was the first thing I tried. The Scholar's Mate. I was like, we did it without fail. Okay, so let's try the 4 exercises and let's try puzzle 1. Okay. So Black tries to kick the knight away, but creates a critical hole in his position. How did his opponent decide the game? Queen h7 check. Yeah, this is, so we have the bishop takes h7, bishop takes h6. Easy. Oh. Okay, well, let's give it a go. So I'm going to play bishop takes pawn, king takes. Okay, and now which way do we go? Do we go with a pawn? Do we go with a king? Yeah. I was just telling, I was just about to say, but then I got distracted by chat. So yeah, Damiano was he's quite old, from the 15th century, 1480, 1544, and a Portuguese pharmacist. And he was actually the one that came up with, if you see a good move, look for a better one. So yeah, we move the queen. Yeah, the king steps back. And now we know that the checkmate is with a pawn on g6 and a queen on h7. We just have to get a queen to h7. So g6, yeah, cage the king. And now we deliver the coup de grace, queen to h7. So yeah, so let's move on to puzzle 2. And let's have a look. Black tries to mount a desperate defense, but his forces are hopelessly misplaced. How did white conclude his attack? Yeah, what if the king doesn't take? Yeah, if the king doesn't take, then basically you've just destroyed the protection and for the king, and you can just use the open lines to come in with your pieces. So yeah, you have some options here. Queen to h5 check. They also have, queen to h5, king to g8. Yeah, you guys are good. Okay, knight to g5. Knight, there's a few votes for knight to g5. Okay, knight to g5. Bishop takes g5 also looks good. So I need a vote. Queen h5 check, knight to g5. Which one? I guess it's up to me. Starfish working perfectly. Okay, I go queen h5 check. Great move. And I must admit, I really like this feature when it tells you great move. Okay, so, and then the knight comes to g5, pawn takes, and now the rook is going to swing. So this is why, you should try to trade off queens. But yeah, but now we know the pattern of Damiano mate. Yeah, g6. So yeah, shall we move on to another puzzle, or do you want to continue, get to the hardest ones on the Damiano? Cool puzzle. Yeah, it is a cool puzzle. And continue. Okay, we continue. Okay, so this one. Oh, this one I know. Yeah, sorry, I need my tea. I'm British, I'm typical Brit. When I talk a lot, I really need some tea to kind of get me going. So, all right, when Laurent's here, you solved all the master puzzles. Oh, wow. So, okay. So the clue is you need to magically transport this queen all the way over here to h2. Yeah, sack, mate. We follow in the footsteps of Fisher. It's great when that happens. Rook h1. Yeah, we need to get a rook. We need to get the queen over to here. And there's only one way to do that, and that is by going sack. And then back again you go, king. And finally, the queen swings over and queen to h2. Yeah, that's a nice one. And then we'll do the last one. And then I guess I'm probably going to try one of these very difficult ones, these unknown ones. And now here we have another one. So this one looks a little bit more tricky. Although we have criteria number 1, which is that there's a pawn on g6. So that's kind of good news. The Damiano's is in the air. Okay. Rook to g7. Yeah, that's a candidate. Yeah. I'll let you in on a secret, female nurse. No one knows that checkmating names is like a party trick. And so you can impress everyone, even the top grandmasters. They don't know the names. So if you master them, you're like, that is, I'll let you know, that is the dovetail mate. That is the kill box. That is the railroad. And they're like, they look at you and they go, okay, great, wonderful. Okay, Rook takes g7, knight h5, queen c7. That's one suggestion from Sven. Yes, that's the thing. It's like it's true, Ellis. I do it on the show, and I do I've stopped challenging David because he said to me, don't do it, because I'm putting him on the spot, because seriously, no one knows the name until, and then unless you study them. And when you study them, then you kind of understand that there were some really cool people out there in history. Are there new mating patterns to be found? I hope so. I think the last one that was kind of found, that was named after someone, was like from Vukovic. I'm not very good with Yugoslavian names, despite my own name being Serbian. But it's because he wrote this book, The Art of the Attack. Most of the other players who the checkmates have been named after, they're from like the 1800s and maybe even the 1500s and 1600s and stuff. Vukovic, Vukovic, I think. Yeah. I must admit, the ones that I knew when I started the course were back rank mate. because we all know about the back rank mate, and the other one was Adipush, the Anastasias, and maybe the Arabian, and maybe the Bowden. Okay, so someone suggested we've got to solve the puzzle because it's the final one on the Damiano, and I liked what someone, a Houska mate. I would love there to be a Houska mate. I would love there to be a Houska variation. Anything to do with Houska, but sadly there isn't any. Will there be? I need to patent something. And then okay, scholar's mate, and then can do it, and then I managed to find the scholar's mate. Okay, we need the Houska mate. There's no Houska mate, female nurse, nothing. Yeah, on the Caracan, I'm hoping for that, but I keep ducking and diving. I haven't made anything of a specialty at the minute. So, okay. So next move. So we have some options. We need to carry on with checks because we've given up a rook. So knight h5 check, and then now we need to get the queen to h7. So yeah, queen to c7, and the king came out. So it was a theme. Okay, and now where's the checkmate? I'm teaching him. I'm teaching David the names. He's very good though. He's incredibly strong and he knows everything. So not queen e5 because of the rook on h5. So we need to hunt down the king. We need to give check in another way. We need to find something, and queen e5 would be a big mistake because the rook would come and munch it away, and it would be like, gift me the queen, in the words of Yasser and Maurice. They gift it to me, thank you. Oh, hello David. I'm watching. And thank you, Slojan. Yeah, that was very nice. Queen d6. Yeah, I think I think that is the way. And now we're going to hunt the king one step forward. And sorry. I didn't realize that there was grandmasters watching me. Thank you. It reminded me once, actually, in Gibraltar, one year, I was asked to do a masterclass. It was so funny because I turn up to this masterclass and I'm going to analyze this game that I've just lost to Hikaru, but it was so tight. I was so winning. And, I rock up to the room and literally I'm the lowest rated player there. And I was like, this room full of grandmasters who have just come for the free wine. And I'm like, why am I showing everyone my game? You guys should be helping me analyze this game that I played. So that was quite a cool moment. So I'm really happy that Yeah, that's true. Loads of people, loads of grandmasters are watching Gary. That was such a let's have another go at what about an obscure mate? Let's go for tournament level on yeah, I was winning against him because I'll tell you why I was winning, because he was at that stage. It was he was a teen, so you always got to get your really strong grandmaster. You got to play them when they're young, and secondly, he played the Alekhines, and sorry if there are any Alekhines fans out there, but it's not that great an opening, and I got a great position, and he was really struggling. So let's do I saw a request for blind swine, so let's do a blind swine checkmate. And yeah, that was an exercise that you can see from Charles Morio, I think is his name, and sorry, Paul Morphy is white, and Charles, his friend Charles, which I've forgotten his surname, was playing black. And this is a really cool puzzle, actually. It's quite difficult, but we're not doing that one. Let's go to puzzle one. And the blind swine is all about those 2 rooks on the 7th rank, or the 2nd rank if you're the black pieces. Yeah. And yeah. And yeah, lots of David fans. Yeah, he's a very good, very amazing chess player. I actually feel like I've improved my chess so much just by sitting next to him, and picks up lots of tips. And okay, but we've got to study this. Rook takes h7. No, it's the blind swine. So in order to do the blind swine checkmate, you need the 2 rooks. So you need the 2 rooks on the second row on the 7th rank rather, to get this checkmate into operation. Did he miss that he cost him the game? Black has all the trumps in his position, but overlooked the vulnerability of his own king. What concept did he miss for? Obviously, he missed the blind swine checkmate. But how's it happening? Rook d1 to d7. Rook to d1 to d7. So that's a suggestion there. Yep. Yeah, it looks good. Yeah, I think so. That looks good. Who was your coach last year for tournaments? That I'm keeping a little bit secret, actually. He's a grandmaster. He's kind of become like he's really, really good grandmaster. He works with a lot of top players, and he's kind of got this emphasis on playing really simple chess, and that you should always play the position in a very natural way. You should do some risk assessments and just try to choose the most practical position. Yeah, and unfortunately, everyone's arriving in the World Cup, but I think Ravi Harrier is the only English participant. Yeah, so yeah, he did write. David did write a lovely article on for Kasparovchess, and you also have Gawain Jones as well. He's writing amazing reports on the Grand Chess Tour, really, really good reports, and I've really been enjoying them. Pigs need to get to the 7th. Yes, pig needs to get. Yeah, what am I waiting for? Oh, incorrect. Let's try again. So that was rook to d1 to d7 was someone's suggestion, but we need to have a think about that, because that was rook a1. Okay, yeah, that's true. Rook a1. Pigs belong on the 7th rank. Okay, where's Mickey Adams these days? Yeah, I think he's recording some video courses. I don't see him playing so much these days, but I don't know. Maybe he's a second of someone. He's a pretty good player. So rook to a1, very good. And now after h5, we need those pigs on the 7th rank. Yeah, rook a7, and now after knight takes rook. Well, I think we take that rook, right? Yes, we solved that one. Yeah, and this is a nice one. So this is a really nice one. I don't know where it's from, but I should read the blurb. And it says, black is a piece up, but under pressure. Decides to try to simplify. How did this opponent shock him with a devastating response? Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure David is a fantastic player, so I think he absolutely will. I mean, he's had a lot of success. So you're saying sack the queen, sack the queen. You guys, chat is brave. Oh, GG, brave. Okay, no doubt. So, okay, well, you guys all know the pattern. So this is one of the great things about knowing checkmating patterns. You know, once you know the name, once you know the pattern, you're like, yeah, I'm spotting it. And often that's just the sign that you need. And now the key thing is that this knight covers the king's potential escape squares. DN mate? No, I haven't had a DN mate. So now we can just check. One piggy goes to the market, or one piggy goes to home. I totally ruined that nursery rhyme, but yeah. I know, chat, I know you guys are the bomb. And the key though is spotting them in actual play, because everyone can spot the puzzles when you're like studying, because we have like this warning bell that goes, hey, ding, 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 you have a tactic in the air. But when you're over the board, you've got to be sharp. This little piggy goes to market. This little piggy, this is puzzle 3. And then I'm going to test you on something. Yeah, it's true. Weary now is totally true. When you know it's a puzzle, it's so much easier. And here we have another blind swine checkmate idea in the air. We've got one rook on the second row. And we also have the king. The king can't escape to the center because this bishop on h3 is amazing. So rook f2 does look like the most natural move. Anastasia's mate, please. Yeah. And now the bishop comes to f4. Okay. What you going to do? Yeah, but the key to that is actually to always web guy the key to that is always to keep training, and so you gradually become accustomed to this. Oh, thank you. I'll tell you, I hated my hair when I was younger. It was just like, no one has this type of hair, but now I kind of like live with it. Yeah, bishop g4, free piece. What does chat say? A pawn is a pawn. I have also another confession to make. I don't know what these kind of like, I'm not very good with Twitch talk, like KELKW. What's it mean? And I like player of the POG. Well, I don't understand. Don't tell anyone, but I'm not down with the talk. It means laughing. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, I like nice. GG means good game. That was when it was like old chess talk. Okay. And I saw someone talked about Sag. What's I don't know. Okay. Is wrist okay? No, I'm really bad with these things. Okay, so everyone is saying bishop takes pawn, saying free bishop. Shall we try it? Let's try it. Shall we try it? Oh, incorrect. Oh, Sag is sad. Oh, okay, we'll try again. That wasn't right. That was incorrect. No, bishop g4 was nope, not good. What other move can we play? Well, if this rook on e1 was gone, we would have a nice little checkmate. So blind swine is the theme. What can we do? What can we do? Unfortunately, this bishop is really annoying. g5, bishop g2. Yeah, bishop g2 was also quite nice. I quite like that one as well. I think bishop g2, yeah. And then the king comes to g1, bishop g2, and then go bishop g6. Bishop c6. Bishop c6. Did you say bishop? Did you mean bishop c6? Ah, yeah. We got a great move. And now here comes the blind swine. This little piggy goes to market. This little piggy went all the way home. Okay, that was nice. Bishop c6. No, I get my coordinates wrong all the time. So if you correct, I need to BTTV. I don't know what it is. Okay, last one on the blind swine, and it's kind of my first ever. I streamed last year, but then like time just had. I streamed last year for like a women's there was like a women's tournament, and I streamed for that as a, you know, your FOMO moment, and I quite liked it. I thought it was quite good. And then I streamed again for the final of that, and then somehow time and life just gets in the way, and then I forgot about streaming. And this is like my coming back to streaming. Am I British? Yeah, I'm British. I'm British who's living in Norway. I'm living in Bergen. So, oh yeah, I have to tell you, there's like a weather warning in Bergen. So there's the projected lightning and thunderstorms. And so if there's a power cut, it is the weather. And as a Brit, I adore that because I just love talking about the weather. Is it coming home? I hope so, actually. I'm not into football. I'm one of those people, not into it. But after they beat Denmark, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to be watching tomorrow. Queen trade. So remember, it's the blind swine. So you kind of want your rooks on the second. The internet speed in Norway is amazing. Really, really good. The internet speed in the UK, not good. Really not good. I remember doing a stream with Simon, and I had like amazing speed, and he was like, I've paid for the best download and upload speed, and I was like, that's not very good though. So yeah, internet speed is amazing. Yeah, thought process, that worries me too. That's why I'm not really too much of a football fan. I love the Olympics though. Okay, so 2 rooks in a second. Actually, I live in Norway. I live in Norway now. What can you say? You just can't take a Norwegian away from Norway. You get like sucked in, and it's a beautiful country. Queen trade, and then if a queen trade, and then yeah, if you queen trade, then rook takes is probably going to be a problem. So I kind of want to connect these two rooks. Can I just speak in Norwegian? Yes, I can speak in Norwegian, but I have a strange accent, which is like a hybrid between English and the West Coast and whatever comes to mind. So I rook h5. That was the kind of move I was kind of thinking was going to be the right move. And now h4. And yeah, now that kind of put a spanner in the works. Can I try speaking Norwegian? Ja, det kan jeg snakke norsk. But okay, now queen takes bishop. Yes. It looks good, doesn't it? It's like, if it looks good. Do you guys have an answer to rook takes bishop? Well, Magnus lives in Oslo. I live in Bergen, so it's the other side. So not so much. Yeah, solved. Oh, you guys snakker norsk, which means ja, det kan jeg snakke norsk, which means like, yes, I can speak Norwegian, basically. But yeah, and let's go back to Jovanka, and let's go back to tournament. And how about a mate that, yeah, you guys are awesome. Yeah, Norway is amazing. I mean, it has these amazing mountains, and you live a good life. Yeah, thank you. And who's heard of, we've got to choose one of these random obscure mates, the ones that no one's heard of it. What, has anyone heard of the Vukovic mate? Oh, ultra bullet? No, forget it. That's just like me panicking. Never, ever in a million years. Ultra bullet is like 30 seconds on the clock. 1 minute is like my maximum, and I think most people could beat me on 1 minute. I'm practicing. Okay. Bye, David. Thank you. Thanks for popping by. And let's try the Vukovic mate. Does anyone know what it is? Here it is. So the Vukovic mate, let's try this one. Okay, so the Vukovic mate involves trapping the king, and you use your rook and your knight. And it's named after the guy who wrote Art of Attack. It's quite a famous book. And yeah, it's a very specific pattern. No, I didn't know half of them either. But once you spot them and you know them. So it's a combination mate. It's a combination in the sense that you use your rook and your knight. And so here, okay. So yeah, so you've heard of it, yeah. Yeah, maybe. My next tournament will maybe be a big one, actually. I'm hoping for a big tournament, but it seems quite a few things have cancelled. So yeah, there is a lot of work. It's a very busy schedule. But I was a bit sad not to qualify for the World Cup, but then the logistics, we know, with Corona and everything, would have been impossible anyhow. So okay. So normally the white king gets pushed to the edge of the board. So this is, does anyone know like the pattern of the Vukovic mate? So it works like this. So this rook should be, so I'm going to jump with this rook. This rook should be, okay, so you're going to have to visualize a little bit. So let's push the white king back to h4, and then let's move the rook to g4. Like, let's move that rook there. And then the king will be a supporting piece. How long did it took a long time to find the puzzles. It took a lot of research. I asked all my friends, a lot of kind people helped me with their games. A lot of some of my own games I took inspiration from. I read a lot of books on checkmates. So it took me around about, I would say, about 4 months to find puzzles. So that's the Vukovic mate. So the king stuck on h4, the rook you've got to visualize on g4, and the king obviously is supporting the rook. So it will be black to play. This, like, and what I liked about so I think the first move would be, you've got to drive the white king to the back row. So the first move would probably be drive the king back. Drive it back. Yeah, that would be, well, actually, Deezy, Kasparov himself was actually streaming on Twitch. He was streaming 2 days ago. So today's me, and then yesterday was Lev on Aronian, which is like, wow. And then the 2 days before that was Garry Kasparov, and he was talking to Mick Greengard, and he was giving his thoughts. Oh, I love it when he talks. So like rook to g2, and then now you need to orchestrate the mate. So the rook will be on g4, and the king obviously needs to be a support. You have to ask Kasparov yourself, Oztech. No, bomb cloud. Ban the bomb cloud. I'm not a fan of the bomb cloud. Yeah, so I think king f3, and then king takes. Yeah. So there you go. So now you know the pattern. The rook is on g4, the knight is on f4. So they're all like lined up in a row, and the rook obviously has to be supported by a piece. Doesn't have to be the king. So okay, so here we're going to see another one. So this one is probably a tragi-comedy. So you can see like queen is an amazing piece, but yeah, hopefully, how's she going to deliver checkmate? Well, not the queen, the black queen, the white is going to be, because we know the white is going to be checkmating the Vukovic. And obviously the move that we'd like to play is knight to g b3 check, but I can't. Yeah, I'm glad that the people are. Gary would never do the bomb cloud. Absolutely not. I disapprove of that. That's not chess. It's like I'm gonna put my snobby hat on. That's not chess. It's not even fun. It's just like give me a game. It's like I want that and that kind of gladiator thing, are you not entertained? Yes, I want to be entertained. I want to see a show, I want to see a performance. And when I kind of see these 13 moves draws, I'm like, sad face. I'm very sad about that. But king c5, yeah, if I step back, remember the king is in a mating net, so you want to hunt down the king. So I like your suggestion, Deeps. King a3, and then here comes a check, and now we've got to intercept it with something. So it's either going to be, you can either run away from check, you can block a check. So we've got to block it. Yeah. So yeah, I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one who's disappointed by short draws. But I have to say that before anyone says, I have also done short draws myself. I'm guilty of that. And that's normally when the pressure gets too much to me, and, I'm in a critical situation, and I'm just a bit stressed. Yeah. Rook f3, but remember the pattern. So the pattern would be, so the king would be here, the knight would be controlling the squares, and the rook would swing over. And then there you go. I'm kind of like leading you to the answer. So yeah, you would go knight to b3 check, and then you can spot the pattern. It's all in a straight line. So I will be taking on challenges in about 10 minutes. So I will be doing like 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 3 plus 2, basically. Don't do it, no long games, no bullet games, because no one wants to see any bullet games from me, because that's just panicking. And let's do another one with the Vukovic. Do you remember? So you need the king, the rook, and the knight in a straight line. Everyone can challenge. Yeah, everyone can challenge on chess and Kasparov chess. Don't be afraid to challenge me. No, it will be, if you have a membership with Kasparovchess, you can challenge me, and I will accept. So I will accept in about 10 minutes, let's say 10 minutes, and then we play some blitz. And I love that story that Maurice told, where he said he was challenged by he met some fans, and the fans are like, hey, can we challenge you at some games? And he was like, yeah, sure. And they beat him. And he was like, very nice. That's what you guys are probably going to do. You're going to be very nice. I'm like, oh, big fan. And then beat me. I'm like, oh, actually, quite. Yeah, you need, okay, so in order to challenge me, you need a registered account. It doesn't have to be a pro for the stream. So yeah, just go to Kasparov Chess, register an account. And if you want to become pro, they're doing a 30% discount. So it's not bad, because you have all these amazing lessons to watch. And you got lots of articles as well, from like David Howell's written some articles. Gawain Jones is writing some fantastic articles, the Grand Chess Tour, and you got these wonderful masterclasses from Levon Aroni and Gary Kasparov himself. He will be releasing a masterclass soon, and lots of new content, and it's very impressively done. It's like, if yeah, soon I will play. So okay, I have played Jennifer Shahada, but that was like when we were juniors, and it was just blitz. So that was it. Okay, so we got to figure out the answer to this. So we got to get those checkmating patterns. We got to get them ingrained, even if we don't know the name. Vukovic, we got to learn something new. I missed knight h3, bishop. So knight takes h3. So bishop b5. Yeah. So we have a suggestion for knight takes h3. What else do we have? Bishop d4. If we go bishop d4, if we go bishop d4, there is a rook. So there's that potential problem. That would be gifting a bishop, which might be okay, might not be okay. What else do we have? Yeah, hello to Better Wolfgang. So, okay, rook to g2. Yeah, that's a possibility. Time format to challenge. Okay, so it will be either to challenge me in about 8 minutes, 3 minutes or 5 minutes. Nothing longer, nothing shorter than 3 minutes. Because no one wants to such a long time with Juno. Yeah. Okay, so knight h3. Oh, that's what someone says. Great move. And then king h1 and bishop to d6. King h1. Bishop to this move. Yeah. And then here, and then this is unstoppable. So this is a really nice puzzle. Yeah. Yeah, I understood. I understood. And Yovi, can you do a bot? No. No thought process. No one cloud. No. It will not do that. Sorry. I apologize. No bomb cloud for me. Okay, so let's do one other mate. Let's have, and now let's go on to my puzzles, and let's do tournament, and let's do one last one. Oh, my handle. Okay, my handle is the little hat. The little hat, and it's kind of like my social media thing. The little hat. I'm on there on Instagram and also on Twitter. I was going to say Twitch, but it's not. What's the story behind these names of mates? So okay, so you tell me, you choose. So you choose a mate, and I will tell you the story behind it. So Lolly, named after John Baptiste Lolly. Greco is Gioacchino Greco. Morphy, Paul Morphy. And so which ones do we do? Morphy mate. Suffocation mate. Some of them are just because of the, a swallow's tail is because of like the pattern. Do I follow football? No. But I am now. Reti's mate is the coolest. I love the Reti's mate. So there aren't too many, but this one is really closely linked to the opera mate. And I got a bit ahead of myself, and I just love this mate. And basically, it's like the opera mate, but when the king tries to run, the bishop comes and checkmates it. So white's a full queen up, but inexplicable greed led to a shocking end. How did the opponent exploit it? So you got to look for a bishop checkmate. No football. Yeah, the white king has got no squares to move, so it's a bishop. The bishop will deliver the mate, and it's so unexpected as well, because you visualize an opera mate is when the rook comes to d8 and checkmates the king on e8, and instead it's like the king tries to run c2. You're like, no, there's a bishop in the way. Okay. Yes, good evening. Yeah, I'm just an international master. I'm not quite a grandmaster, but it is a dream. It is a dream. That's why I employed a grandmaster last year, and I was like, we were working and putting on so much effort to get my rating up. My rating went down. It's at the lowest it's ever been. With about I don't care about increments. So remember, the bishop is going to give checkmate. The king's got no squares. So can we find the checkmate? I think I see it. There's always a valley before the mountain. Yeah, the problem is that Corona hit. I was like, that's fine. I'm at the lowest I've ever been, but it's fine, because I've got the European women, I've got Jersey, I've got loads of tournaments lined up, I've got the Bundesliga, where I'm going to place the strongest women on the planet, I've got lots and lots of tournaments, lots of things to prove myself. Corona hit, nothing, gone. So I did checkmates. So yeah, can you guys see it? Knight f2. Yes, I have. This is so cool. The king got no squares, and remember, the Reti checkmate, it's always the bishop that gives checkmate. And then, yeah, you go rook h1, and the king is trapped And just when the white king thinks it's safe, it ain't, because now the bishop comes to g2 and yeah, gives a check and checkmate. And yeah, and let's do the last one. Remember, the bishop will give checkmate on the Reti mate. And yeah, that was like, wow. And I must admit, it does make you feel kind of really happy and full of childish glee whenever you give checkmate, because it's like the thing that every chess player wants. Yeah, the rook was pinned. And yeah, sorry, I didn't explain that. The rook couldn't take the bishop because it was pinned. And now we have a situation where the white king, doesn't have too many squares, can only go to e5. And that's where your spidey senses need to start tingling. They need to start going around. And we need to think about ways that we can kill the king, basically. I know, very satisfying. It's actually one thing that I've noticed with beginners as well. When you're just learning the game, it's really good to actually get yourself familiar with the checkmating patterns, because it really helps. When we dressed up as Teletubbies, I was like so surprising, came as a complete shock, but it was great fun. I mean, I love it. You know, I'm really actually blessed that I love everything that I do, including being here in the stream, and I absolutely like loved working on the course for the checkmates, and I loved discovering the puzzles. I had this eureka moment, and I felt like chess was so beautiful that I'm really lucky. Like, the corona pandemic has just improved my life so in a weird way. I mean, so many new opportunities have come, and it's a really exciting time actually to be, you know, a chess player. You know, so many great tournaments to follow, and so many ways that the game's developing. Yeah, but that's the thing about chess, though. I mean, I find all elements really interesting. It's not just necessarily the checkmates. I also really like the endgame, and I've, you know, and I have to say one thing about sitting next to David. He's kind of like, you know, he loves endgames, and he's so good at like grinding out the victories. And he's taught me such a few things that I'm like, aha, that's how chess players should be. They shouldn't just be so direct. They shouldn't just lash out. And often being a grandmaster is all about like biding your time and being patient and knowing when to strike. Yeah, endgame time. Think like a grandmaster. I do like that book. But we do have to solve the puzzle. And then once we solve the puzzle, I will take on your challenges. And then we'll see whether all this tactical training is good, has sharpened you lot up. Bishop d3. Okay, so bishop d3, check. Great move. Yeah. Yeah, Anna's really good, and she's a fantastic player. I mean, I love seeing her play chess. I love seeing, yeah, my accent is English. So West London English, is to be precise, like Kate Winslet speaks. Yeah, the endgames is super, super important. Okay, and you guys all were saying, what was the move you said? Bishop d3, king e5, bishop f6. Let's see, bishop f6. Ooh, correct. And then after f4, I love, no, I mean, now we can take the rook and checkmate, the Reti's mate. So, no, not that posh, not that posh. Okay, so I will, whereabouts? Just outside of West London. So, yeah, but I was born in South London, and there's one word that I say that I always say in a South London accent. I say South instead of South. South London. Okay, right. Pawn pusher wants to play. I'm up for it. Yeah, wait. I'm coming. Oh, he's gone. Oops. Okay, challenge me again. And okay, 5 minutes. Bit the bits. Okay, so I've been experimenting with this. I've learned some courses. So e4. I normally play d4. Chelsea fan. Someone's playing a caracal. I actually have a really bad score. Actually, when I was a kid, I used to support Chelsea. But now I support Crystal Palace. and I like Crystal Palace. Thank you so much, Pat Rafa. And okay, I'm going to put my bishop out and develop my bishop. And now I have to really restrain my instinct to push pawns because yeah, I thank you, Brianne's trader. That was also a little bit of a labor of love. My book. It took me 2 years to write that book. And we joke a lot in my family that, you know, did I make minimum wage? Nope. I can't help myself. I want to push forward my pawns. You know, when you kind of play this pawn structure like this, it's all about taking space. It's all about getting that initiative. And oh, hang on a second. I just wait 1 second. Loose pieces drop off, do they not? I was not paying attention there. Check. Will I get my queen trapped? I'll take the risk. Okay, queen check. And this queen is going to get dropped off the board. Okay, queen takes bishop. I wasn't paying attention there. I was so focused on my king. I played a match against Martin Kelly, and I thought, you know, I'll just be ruthless. And this is what you know, when you material up, you just swap pieces and everything. Okay, yeah. And now what can I do? Let's take the pawns should dominate these knights. And yeah, okay, yeah, okay. So yep, exactly. Just exchange. And yeah, somewhere is anywhere in another in where's this? Have you watched Queen's Gambit? Yes, I have watched Queen's Gambit. I liked it. I thought it was really good. Do I travel to Norway? Yeah, I travel to Norway a lot. I live in Norway. Yeah, that was a good scene. DC. Yeah, that was a good scene. Lots of cool moments. I'm very, very lucky. What can I say? There's so many. I love the memory test as well. So yeah, I live in Norway, so I travel to Norway quite often, as in I live here. London, no, I love London. I'm a Londoner. I love London, and I can't. It's been a year since I visited London, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just use my king as an accidental hunter. This is what I call a Spartan king. Somehow or other, I've just played a position of Southeast London. That's cool. Somehow I've played something where my king has gotten all aggressive. That was not my intention, and I would never ever do this normally. But at the minute, black's rooks are not coordinated, so I feel justified that my king can wander so far up the board. So I wasn't, yeah, I had a legend. So yeah, that is, yeah. So the end of, yeah, that's the end of July. So yeah. So now all I need is my knight. My knight's not working. My rook is doing a great job. My pawn was to promote. So yeah. Oh, let's use my knight and let's come in and give check. So, and here he goes. So thank you. So I've hang on. I love getting awards. So no rematch. So where can okay, so I'm going to exit this game. Oops. And then I'm going to go into here and hopefully some challenges will pop up. Remember to send me challenges. 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 3 + 2. What's the weather? The weather is the one thing I don't like about Norway. don't like it at all. It's like there's a joke in Bergen where a tourist comes and says, wow, it's a great place, but it's raining a lot, and when does it stop? And the guy goes, I don't know, I've only lived here for 27 years. Okay, so now we kind of got lots of lots kind of strange situation where I played a Caro-Kann, and my previous game I played e4 and my opponent played a Caro-Kann. So let's take it. Let's take it. I do love not so much snow, rain. Rain is the calling card of Bergen. But when it's beautiful, it's beautiful. I know. I agree with you totally, Juho. I mean, the thing is, I thought the UK was really bad until I moved to Norway, and then I realized not so bad. I think when it comes to computers, I mean, I think that they've helped chess. I really think that they have. I mean, it's a different time, you know. They bring so many new ideas to the game, and I think it's just such a worthwhile development. I think you just have to abandon all kind of concept and one thing it has done as well is made chess a lot more difficult, in the sense that everyone can play good chess. That is really something quite special, that you can play against someone who maybe is quite new to the game, but just through training and just through accessibility of resources, they can get to a really good level very, very quickly. I mean, it's never too late. I mean, this is one of the things about the checkmates which I loved. I mean, Blackburn, he became amazing, you'll never guess this, at the age of 50 plus. In his 50s, he was playing the best chess of his life. And I was like, okay, well, that's such an inspirational story. That's just fantastic. I mean, where do you ever hear that? You just don't get that. And I think it's the same these days. I mean, just look at Vishy Anand just now in the Grand Chess Tour. He's in 4th place. That's wonderful. And I think that's partly to do with computers and the fact that we have resources available to us. We have the best moves. We have lots of ideas that we can test ourselves with. There's one thing that you must never forget, that you must never ever forget: the human interaction. Okay. That was a bit sneaky because I had intentions on this pawn on e5, but now I got no intention anymore. So we were back. Yeah, what happened with Kasparov, that's heartbreaking. I mean, really heartbreaking that he's had such a just a really bad tournament, but it's life. It happens. There's not too much we can do about that. Okay, you want my bad bishop? Shall I give you my bad bishop? Yeah, you can have my bad bishop. What can I do? What can I do with the drunken sailor? This is one thing. It was, and you know, he is a legend. Okay, I'm just gonna play here. He is a legend of the game. Let's get my bishop out. I fully, I think he's going to have word with himself, where he just shakes him, you know, just says, okay, right, I can do this. I've got this. Positive self-talk is everything when it comes to playing chess. I mean, we have this joke in the UK where elo equals ego. The higher the ego, the higher the elo. And it's mental stability and mental confidence is such an important thing. And you could just see that, you know, Kasparov wasn't playing so badly. He's just tilted, and he was kind of second guessing. He was taking a long time to make these moves. Unfortunately, when he's playing blitz, that's going to be very expensive. So I really want to play this move. Let's just do it. Let's just do it and suffer the consequences later. I'm an impatient person. No, I wouldn't say that Magnus has a huge ego, but I mean, he does have he's just confident and he trusts his ability, which is such an important thing. Just to trust yourself, because it's very hard to play chess if all the time you're thinking, oh, is that kind of good? I mean, I once played a tournament where I was clearly the bunny. And it wasn't that I lost quite a few points in that tournament, but it wasn't because I was playing worse. I mean, if you were to look at my games, you'll see up to like move 30, I was matching them in terms of strength. It was just, it was really just, I was taking too long. And in time travel, they would pounce on me. And that was it. I would make bad decisions and lose just because of panic. Queen's off. We like bishop pairs. Yeah, exactly. Maybe it might have been nicer to play rapid chess, but I for one, I'm so thankful that that Kasparov is playing tournaments like this. I'm also really thankful for all the tournaments where we get to see the players in action and we can get to learn from them. I absolutely love that. Push the pawns. Yeah. Okay, I just realized something. 190 doesn't have too many squares. I got my eyes on you. This one doesn't have too many squares. Oh, I gave the game away, didn't I? Yeah, I gave the game away and now you want to play there, but I'm like, I can't go for that. No can do. Do I get greedy? Yes, we like greed. We like our pawns. Okay. Oh no, why did no one warn me? Why did no one warn me that I just blundered my queen? Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness me, I have checkmate coming. Oh my God, that was really bad. Really poor. Okay. Yoff. What's the time? It's 1 minute 13, 1 minute 2. Okay. Sometimes these things happen. Mistakes happen. We live and we learn. Okay, so I have one good thing. I have 2 bishops. Okay, right now I need to practice. I know. Clip in, snip it. No. No, don't do that. Be kind. Be kind. Be kind to your... Okay. Right, concentrate. Be difficult. You might be able to flag, and you have the bishop pair, and this knight is trapped. Okay, and now you just let one knight loose on the... Okay, right, you don't have too much time. 47 seconds. Okay, speed up. Okay, speed up. Right. You can do this. Sorry, guys. I know it's got 700 starting rating, but I don't think that's his rating. He's been playing quite well. So push that one. We're just in survival mode now, and I'm just going to hope that my pawns can do something, which probably is not going to do anything. But maybe we can, if I don't get checkmated, which I probably will, because, hey, I'm blunting my queen. Can someone with brain cells that also, this is one thing I should probably just give up and then start again. Yeah, I should probably. Why am I playing this? Okay, let's give up. Let's give up. Let's give up. And yeah, I resign. And then let's someone else challenge me. That was yeah, well, my king was a little bit excited. Okay, let's go. Oh no, I played you bits to bits. Sorry, we can't play again. That's a bit unfair. So okay, can I abort this game? Oh nope, sorry, no. Okay, so no, I haven't submitted anything. Whoops. Decline. Yeah, we'll offer a draw, and then let's go back, and then let's end this game because I played you. Sorry, Brits. Let's someone else. Can you challenge me? Thank you. Then okay, yes, Sven. Okay, so oops. Oh, cool picture. Okay, right now let's play e4. And let's play this. Let's play aggressive stuff. And how does it go? This is the way it goes. This is the way it goes. Oh, that's tricky. This is the way it goes. That's a very tricky one. I'm not sure I can do that one. I'm sorry. Is the game against Jovanka rated? It probably is. I think it is, because suddenly I lost 500 points. That's okay. No bullet round. Nope. 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 We don't go for that. Too fast. Too fast. And maybe I'm too slow. Okay, so how does it go? I go here on my check. So I'm trying to, I'm learning some new things. So this was, so you guys are like my bunnies. Well, my, not bunnies, so to speak. That's a bad thing. I'm gonna do that. I'm just testing my openings against you guys. And castles. And now here. No, I think you all start, I think I've started off with my original rating. And then it kind of and then according to, okay, let's move my knight back. I think then I'm going to start to do something. Do I get a lot of fan messages? No, I get lots of nice messages from people. I mean, it's like this is the great thing with the chess community. Is like I don't feel like they're like fan messages to speak. I think they're just chess lovers. So they're just like, everyone is just so excited about the chess games. They're excited about how everyone is playing, and it's just a very, very positive atmosphere. It's really beautiful. I count myself. I like rovers. I'm going to do a rover here. No, and okay. So my rook. This is a roving rook. So this is, I have maybe some aggressive intentions. And now this rook is pointing at my pawn. We overprotect. Let's not get to safety first. Safety first. Yeah. Okay. When I'm not playing, I will. If you, as soon as I finish my game, then basically I just do it on a first come first served. But I mean, I'm trying to keep it so that I will try to accept all your challenges. I will pile up on this pawn. We have some time, and if we don't have time, then we're very, very sorry. But there will be more streams. There will definitely be more streams, and there'll be more opportunities to play me. And I will also be playing on the website. So there's always a time there's some new features coming in. And now I'm going to win. You tempted me for too long with pawns. I'm going to go da da da. Yum yum yum. I like pawns. I'm greedy. I'm such a materialist. Give me a chance to win a pawn. I'm like, yes, I win them. Okay, right now rook is going to go to the 7th rank just to activate itself. And I'm going to try to control these breaks, because this is one of the things about rook and pawn endings, is that if you can get active with your rook, it can be a nuisance. You can often save the game just with an active rook. And now it's time for Kingy. Old King Benjamin is going to come into the game. And here, my nickname, the Little Hat, it's a little bit ridiculous, actually. It came from a time when I joined Twitter and I joined Instagram and I joined everything. No one was using their names, so I was like, I need to think of a name. So I came up with the Little Hat. When do you get to play me? When I finish this game. If you're quick with your challenge, then I will accept. Please only try to challenge me once. So if I won. Did I lose on time? No. Okay. Bon Cloud. Bon Cloud. Okay, so I'm going to accept Bon Cloud only. So I haven't played Bon Cloud, and 2200. Favorite country for food? I like all food. Now D4. I learned to play chess. I was tiny. I was don't do this to me. I mean, but the clue was in the name, so I mean, I guess it's only me to blame. If I'm playing like King on the Hill, then oh dear. Okay, well, I'm going to cover that square just in case. Okay, no, I'm going to cover that one there. So just in case I've accidentally played, I mean, the King of the Hill. Okay, the king is out. Thank you, Sven, for the game. It was very enjoyable. This is fun. I always get really quite worried and a bit like nervous about how streams are going to go, but this is a lot of fun. Okay, so let's go here. Give me a bishop pair, one bishop pair. Give me those little things. No, give it to me. Yes. Ooh, I take that one too. Active king in the endgame. Yeah, I'll take the rook. I'll take the knight. Oh, I love that. Yeah, I did sign up for this. I know, and the name kind of gives it away. Bon Cloud only. I mean, what? How much clearer can you get? It's entirely my fault. I hold my hands up and say, "Yep, I am aware." Okay, I'm rook up, so I'll give back material just to clear. Yeah, more. I will make some trades. I'm ruthless. I like, yes. Yep, and that one too. And now my one rook is going to be a bit of a renegade. Yum. Oh, that had some pre-moves happening. That start my own stream. Oh, thank you. That's very kind of you to say. I always there's always that kind of it takes a lot of time, but there's always that kind of let's do it here and make sure there's no stalemate. I have my own. I do have a channel on Twitch, and I have streamed a few times, and yeah, might stream a few more times when I have the chance. Because you guys are really cool. No stalemate. What is that? Oh, what was that? What was that icon there? I think if the king goes here, this is something called the railroad. Because look, the king is stuck between the queen and the rook, and think of those old movies. He's given me a lot of stuff. Okay, and here it is. King has been railroaded. That's actually a railroad mate, because of technique. The king is in between the rook and the queen, and they just help each other. Who knew that? I didn't know that until I started studying checkmates. My channel name is either Jovanka Houska or Jovi Houska. I don't know. Okay, right. I need some more challenges. The ladder mate. I think, yeah, I wasn't sure that. Okay, accept. Stefan wants to play, so accept and 1600. Okay, so okay. I love the colors on this. Okay, E4. Let's do it. Let's change up. Loads of people expecting D4 from me. I said no. I'm trying this out. And then this is the move, and this is the move. This is the move, and we go here, remembering my theory, and then I go here, and now I go, don't castle, I can't castle, I don't castle, step back, and I play. Oh no, I've been repeating this position so many times. Now I go, I go here. I go knight c3. And he castles. And I castle. Now I go bishop e3. Yes. I go bishop e3. That's correct. Why did white piece? They and now I'm out of book. I'm sorry. And now I'm totally out of book. What do I play here? I don't know. And when I don't know, I simplify because that's human nature. Okay, so nature, and then okay, so let's we don't know. It doesn't matter. One always is faced with surprises. So let's castle, get the king to safety, and let's have a look how it goes. Interesting. Yeah. Oh, okay. Thank you for following. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I was a bit caught up in this position that I forgot to read the chat. Sorry, my apologies. Yeah, I know I'm bad. I mean, last time I streamed, I think it was October. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry about that. I'm not a good Twitch streamer, but maybe one day I will be a bit more, and can't promise anything though. But don't worry, I will hopefully do more streams for Kasparovchess, and yeah, we just have good times, have a good chat, and now want to go forward. How to go forward? We go here. Anna Chess, is that Anna Rudolph or is that Anna Mazichuk? I don't know. Right, for the both sisters. These big names. Wow, that's like some compliments you guys are giving me, because like these are like, wow, they're amazing streamers. I'm just me. I'm just me, little old me, who loves chess and talking about chess, and playing chess. And yeah, Zoe's nice. Zoe's good. I like her streams that she does with Danny Gormally. They're good. They're all good. Talking about chess is like, it's so lovely actually to play chess and just to talk about chess, and I love following games, and I love like trying to predict. This is one thing that I would like, I've really discovered is really good, is just like, don't use engines when you're following like the games from the Grand Chess Tour or CCT or anything like that. Just try to use your brain and try to see how give me the pawn. I love it. And then just try to think of how these grandmasters are playing, and come up with your own moves. No, I don't play any other chess type games. I'm actually not so good with board games. Yeah. That's cool. She's good. I think I'm of the opinion, the more the merrier. The more people that are doing chess, streaming chess, playing chess, growing the game, is the better it is for chess fans, and it's the best thing there is for the chess community. Just have as many people as possible playing. Okay, that was a little bit ambitious of me to get greedy. I was maybe one pawn too far. Once I was playing chess against Yasser, and I sacrificed 2 pawns in a Caro-Kann. And he had a really shaky position. And you know how Yasser loves to grab pawns. And he stood there and he said, maybe I shouldn't have grabbed those pawns. And then he goes, no, Yasser, don't talk like that. You should always grab the pawns. Yasser is so strong. I can tell you, he's such an incredible player. I mean, we had some good times when we were commentating on St. Louis, and then you work some strange hours, and then afterwards you have a nap, and then afterwards we just play blitz in the chess houses, and such good fun. And okay, and yeah, so I'll take one more game and then we will finish. And guys find matches. There's going to be some lobbies coming soon. There's going to be some new features so that there's going to be matches. So you'll be able to find me, the little hat. I will be around playing chess, and you'll be able to find me, and we can play chess. And I love playing chess. You can also, if you subscribe to the pro version of Kasparovchess, you can actually check out my course. And it's not just my course. There's like Sopiko has a course, Levon, Anish Gary has a course coming soon. So that's awesome. And you can listen to his podcast. I love it when Gary talks. Does anyone else kind of get this kind of sense of his passion? I mean, whenever I need to motivate myself for a chess game, I just listen to Gary or read Gary's his wisdom thoughts on chess. It's just fantastic. And okay, come forward, and I should pay attention. Oh, Stefan only has 10 seconds. I didn't notice. Yeah, well, you should also, but I mean, he is definitely one to watch, but there's also a lot of good content. Okay, so this is my last game. Please go easy on me. I will go easy. Well, no. Why am I saying that? I'm not kind when I play chess. I really am not kind. I love to win. It was like my main reason for playing chess when I was little. I love to win. So if I get the chance, I will be ruthless. I'm sorry. Don't hate me. Don't hate me. Yeah. He really is fantastic. When I started playing chess when I was 4 years old, it was actually my brother who played chess, and I was along for the. What happened was that he went to a tournament and they needed a filler, and my mum was like, she can play chess, she can play. And my dad was like, she's too little, don't let her play. And I played and I won. And after that, my dad was like, oh, hang on a second, this girl can play chess. And then I was lazy, and because I was lazy, I came up with some formulas for playing chess. And my dad was like, oh my God, basically my formula went like this. It went like this. My opponent castles kingside, you're going to the queen side. Rather like what I'm going to do now. What am I going to do? I'm going to castle queenside, just like right now. Was I child prodigy? Yeah, I was quite good. I was quite good in the big scheme of things. I mean, the sad thing is that I was playing for England, and so prodigies don't tend to get. They have a little bit of a harder time of things in the UK, because UK is a great country, but at the same time the chess isn't so well developed. And I won the bronze medal when I was in girls under 10. I was European girls under 20 champion, European under 18 girls bronze medalist, and I got my WGM norm when I was, I think, 19 or something like that. And it took me a bit longer to get to the IM title. But yeah. And then I started playing for England when I was 18. And that was quite, we likes. Oh, checkmate. But now, if this bishop weren't here, this one would be, I always get them confused. It's either a Morphy mate or a Pillsbury mate. Hang on, Pillsbury, the rook gives mate, Morphy mate, the bishop gives mate. Here you go. If the bishop weren't there, this would be a Morphy mate. And then here. Oh, I should have taken with the rook. Why did I not take with the rook? Okay, well, we're going to get a second chance. Okay. And oh, where's the quickest mate? Quickest mate. Isn't this mate? Checkmate! Anyway, I just want to time just whizzed past, guys. I didn't expect that. Wow. That was just a really fun. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I had a lot of fun, and I'd like to wish you all a good evening, and hopefully we'll all be cheering for England tomorrow. Yay! It's coming home, hopefully, fingers crossed. And yeah, anyway, good night, everyone. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed a little bit of a sample of my video course on Checkmate, and have a good night. Take care. Bye-bye.